I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I want you to listen carefully to this lecture. I did a video just now about fulfilling your life, pathway to greatness, choose your own pathway to greatness. Identify it. I belong to a very big denomination in this country. I am an ordained clergyman. I've been invited many times to speak in our headquarter church, and I've contributed my own quota to the development of my denomination, right from the east to the national level. In fact, a branch of my denomination is in my property. I started it, and they are there rent-free for many years now. Now, one of the things you must learn, don't become a landlord in another man's vision. Don't become a landlord in another man's vision. Somebody has a vision. He will definitely need people to join him to actualize that dream. He will definitely need financial support, physical support, intellectual support. Excuse me. But you, as an individual, must learn to be like Jacob in Laban's home. Jacob contributed immensely to the wealth of Laban. And a time came, he said to Laban, I have helped you grow your few flock that you had to a mighty flock with wealth. Remember when Jacob met Rebekah at the well, she didn't come with a mighty flock, just a few. And he told him how he labored for 14 years for his two wives. And he said, is it not time for me to have my own? Remember, if you go back to my videos, I talked about Chris Argyris principle. Argyris was an American management consultant. He said, for every normal, psychologically mature adult, a time comes when his personal goals come in conflict with organizational goals. It's a natural tendency. Unless you are not psychologically mature, then you don't have personal goals. You can't be building branch churches without having a home, a house somewhere, either in one of the cities you have pastored or in the place you come from. You can't be praying for people to get wealthy, to bring tithe to the church, without praying for yourself to create wealth on your own so that you can live beyond their tithes. And that's one thing I told myself when I was pastoring church. I no longer pastor, that I will be so rich that I won't depend on people's 10%, that my 10% should be more than all their 10%. That I can reject the offer of the king of Sodom like Abraham and tell him, keep it, I have more than enough. That I can be like Esau, whose birthright and blessings were stolen by Jacob, and he told Jacob, keep your offerings, I have more than enough. And so in whatever you are doing, even if you are employed, be an employpreneur. Don't waste the whole of your life wearing a coat to a bank, staying in an air-conditioned office with security when you don't have a secure future. And you're counting other people's money, you don't have a business that your wife is running or you are investing in that can make you count your money. Don't be a venerable in the Anglican Church, raising your shoulders and be vulnerable when you retire. You can't be pastoring rich men and have a poverty mentality. You can't work in Shell, Chevron, and every multinational oil company, and you cannot establish an oil and gas consultancy firm that when you retire can be doing contracts where you worked that will pay you more than how much they were paying you, or even own a fuel station and a gas refilling plant. You can't be a principal in a school, a teacher for 35 years, and then you retire. Your wife and your family were not able to establish a private school somewhere where you can retire into. Don't be a soldier living in barracks owned by government, driving government hillocks with sirens and people guarding you. And when you retire, you go back to the village to live in your father's house and be writing petitions and intimidating people. The police force is not your personal business. Don't wear uniforms and carry guns to extort money from people. The day you retire, you'll be frustrated if you did not plan your life well. Don't be a stupid policeman, a stupid soldier without belonging to a cooperative and saving part of your money that you can take a loan from and establish a business for yourself. Don't carry a British passport, an American passport, a German passport, and remain a tenant into old age in those countries without owning a property and without having any investment there or where you come from. Where you come from. There's a place you come from. I'm going to do a video on the rise of nationalism in the United States and in Europe and what the Africans in the diaspora need to do. As I was preaching around the churches, I was planning my life because my wife told me we should plan our lives and invest in such a way that if they no longer need to invite us, we can stay, take care of ourselves, and be wealthy. Today, I go to churches to preach because I love God. And you can't mess me up, baby. I hold the aces. I come in my own terms, or on my own terms. When I want to do mission work, I pay for them. When a Christian dies in a church, it is then you will know that you are a tenant in somebody's mission. Now listen, when you are a landlord in another person's ministry, you are a fool. Or another person's vision, you are a fool. The day they give you quick notice, you will know that there's a difference between June and July. I know this will annoy you, but I'm Dr. Charles Apoki. I don't care. And then remember, you have your life to live. You will give an account of your life. Send a message to +234 80 21 21. Mrs. Apoki, don't worry, I'll soon finish. Send a message to +234 21 21 92 62 to join my mentorship group, to buy properties and to register for the upcoming webinar in the month of June on how to create multiple streams of income. Dr. Charles Apoki is my name. The number again, +234 80 21 21 92 62. God bless you.